Did you miss me? Did you miss me? This is episode 4 of the Zoom Out. This is episode 4 of the Zoom Out. This is episode Zoom Out. Welcome back to the Zoom Out podcast. How you doing? I will not lie. I have been very much beating myself up about not getting an episode out beforehand, but that's just because I needed to give myself some time to kind of recharge and understand how I was going to continue doing with this podcast. And I feel like that's actually a good way for me to get at least this episode out. This might be a short little episode, but this is just something to fill the palate until next episode when I get another guest. I feel like that episode is going to be great. It'll be out very soon. So about patience, I felt like it is about time I just kind of maybe delve more into the topic about patience, because that's starting to be something that I need to kind of get over. I've definitely had to learn how to be more patient with myself and also just other things in my life. I've constantly been yelled at by certain people, I won't name any names, about being patient with myself and just being able to, just give myself some time. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to get stuff done, like get a car or get a house or just do everything else and not just realize where I am in my current state of mind and just where I am in life in general. And I continue to make it seem like I have no time and I need to get it done expeditiously. But in the grand scheme of things, I know that that's not the best way of going about it. And it's not ever going to be something that actually helps me if I continue to do that. Nah, and I know that. It's just hard sometimes because, especially, and I'm going to say specifically for when I'm trying to go to work and stuff like that, I have to wait on other people to be able to take me to work because I didn't do what I was supposed to do 4 or 5 years ago and actually learn how to drive myself. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. I have to spend damn near $100 to go to and from work every weekend, and instead of funding everything that is to do with Uber, I would rather just have to spend $40 at a gas station for a week to go to and from work. That'd be great. But that's just not my reality right now, and I want so badly to actually do that, but it's just hard because like I want to do it so badly, and I want to be able to just get a car, like just make it so I don't have to ask anybody for anything. And I realized that I do need to be patient. There's time and place for everything, and me being able to get a car is just not the time right now. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough. I don't know. It's just other things that I kind of need to take care of before I might have to do that. Now, granted, also I am 21 and in college, so I mean I have a long time to be able to do all of those things. And to be honest with you, this whole conversation right now is the basis of the podcast. Literally me trying to get the bigger picture of the whole, like, where I am in my life right now, and like the simple fact that I want so badly to just do it. I want to just get out of having to be in college and just going out and just working. I wanted to work since I was younger, and that's not something that is smart to do at 21. And I know that somewhat. I'm still trying to get over it, but that is basically just the gist of what I've been thinking about recently. And I'm realizing that I do definitely need to give myself more time. I actually was just having a conversation with my girlfriend about the fact that I proceed to think that there is a deadline for me to do a lot of things, specifically what I just mentioned earlier. And I have a persistence in trying to just come on, hurry up and get it done. Like, I'm so tired of just having to wait. I want to do it now. I want to just go and do it now, but I don't have the resources to do that, which means I want to work as hard as possible so I can just get a car, be able to go wherever I need to, stop asking everybody else for everything, and just do that and this, that, and the third. And that's realistically, that is because of other personal traumas or whatever you want to call it that I have myself. And I realize that that's the case 100%. But when it comes to that, I just need to give myself some time to just think. I'm 21. I am in my last year of college. I should be focusing on this so that I can do what I actually want to in the future. And as hard and difficult as it is to sit here and do all of that while also having to go to work on the weekend and having to ask people for money, which I've hated doing since I was like 5, because of other things. And then on top of that, just having to wait on people has become something that I genuinely despise. And I don't want to wait on anybody anymore. I want to just be able to go and do it. But that's not the current position I'm in. I'm in the position where I need to focus on my academics. And that's also the basis of my capstone. I mean, the whole reason I'm making my capstone is because, or the whole reason behind the capstone rather, is actually just to kind of put a mirror back up to myself and realize that I'm only just beginning. Like, I still have a lot of time to do all of the things that I want to do. I still have all the time in the world to work and get a car and then all that type of stuff. I have all of the time in the world to do that, and I just need to give myself that time to do so. And that, me even coming to that conclusion was just from those 5 minutes of me thinking. You know, last episode I was talking with Greg Potter about how it was a good idea to just give yourself 5 minutes to think about whatever is going on instead of always sitting here and being on go, never allowing yourself to actually think about what you're upset about. Like, I was super upset because I wanted to do something. I want to get a car so badly. That's like the my life's goal right now, just to get a car and go. Mainly because I don't want to be. I want to just disappear. But that's a whole different thing. But it's good to just give yourself 5 minutes and just rethink it. Just understand that you're in a position where you don't need to have everything situated. I mean, I'm only 21. Like, maybe once I hit about 27, maybe then, you know what I mean? Like, once I hit about 27, maybe then I can start beating myself up about, why don't you have a car? Why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? Maybe at 27, but I'm 21 right now. Give me a couple of years, man. Chill out. But it's really going to be just a struggle of me realizing that on and on and on and on and on and on and on, and hopefully I get over it. That's just hopefully a thing that ends up happening, and I'm really, really, really hoping that once I get out of this little rut I'm in of thinking I'm not at where I need to be, I need to hurry up and fix it. Hopefully I can just turn that 5 minutes into the rest of this year and just get to the end of this year, get my diploma, graduate, and then worry about getting a car and all that stuff. And that should be something that I'll just stay on for a little bit, and I will be able to do what I need to do afterwards. It's something I need to shake off. You know what I mean? But also, something else I wanted to talk about as well, since we're on the topic of me kind of like having a moment to think about my mental health a little bit. I decided I wanted to kind of maybe touch on the other topic that was talked about in that last episode as well, where Greg Potter asked me exactly like how I'm doing with the poetry stuff. Sadly, I'm still I haven't really written anything recently, but I wanted to talk about just like how I used that poetry to actually help me get better with handling the things that I was going through. Now I talked about it the other episode as well, but in a more like serious note, like, because especially since I was re-listening or rereading rather the reflection poem that I made, because I was making poems for like a solid year, 2 years before I kind of stopped. And that's really just because like once it got to 2021, that was when I just kind of like went radio silent with the creativity. Even though I still was being creative here and there, I was kind of just living life, I guess. And then now I'm in like a happy situation, so I'm not really jumping to write anything. But I have a lot. I mean, once I start deciding to write happy stuff, I mean, then I'll write something. But anyway, I'm losing track of time. I'm losing track of what I'm talking about. So I'd say that it helped me to get over a lot of situations that were kind of stemming from me just beating myself up about what was going on during those times, and seeing as though like I guess we'll get into the obvious. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I deal with this. I deal with that. I deal with this. I deal with that. But something that I wrote in that poem that actually make it understandable is that I kind of before I was writing poems, I was kind of just beating myself up a lot. Like I would sit here and be like, it's all my fault. I need to, if I was just thinking better, if I just stopped doing this, if I just stopped doing that, if I didn't let this hurt me, if I didn't let this, I would just, I wouldn't be feeling what I'm feeling. And then on top of it, I kind of keep it to myself, so nobody really knew what was going on except for like my close friends or stuff like that. And that wasn't really working. I'm gonna be honest with you. Especially since coming up to the end of the situation that was going on during that time. It wasn't helping to just kind of keep it to myself. So me writing it down in like a creative way made it so that I was able to sit for like an hour, maybe 15 minutes, maybe to just think of what's going on. And there are many times where I would use all of that pain and the upset feelings that I was going through. I would just use that as a way to get way more creative in a different field that I'm already trying to do. Because I'm trying to do film and video and stuff like that, but I didn't quite particularly know that I like doing poetry. But once I started getting into it, it started becoming something that was really good for me. And I think it was just a good outlet, really and truly. If you didn't understand anything I've been saying for the past like 2 minutes, it was a good outlet. That's a good way for me to just put it. And that brings me to just saying, like, especially as a man, we don't really, and I know there's certain people that will hear this and be like, oh God, here they go again saying this, that, and the third. Nah, it's true though. As a dude, you don't really give yourself a lot of wiggle room, and it's our own fault. I mean, but everybody's involved in the continuation of it. As a man, you tell yourself, because you've been told by other people, that there's no time to sit and cry about what's going on. You need to just dust yourself up and get over it. Just you're a grown man. You should be able to just go and do what you got to do. And the famous statement that all guys have said a million times in their lives is it is what it is. And sometimes it just isn't. Like it's understandable to have that moment where you're just like, hey man, I'm not trying to deal with it. I just want to move on and not think about it. But sometimes pushing that feeling away is just not the best idea ever. And I can say that for sure. I tried to kind of like ignore a lot of the stuff because that's just kind of what it is. Like literally once I got to a point where it was after the whole situation that I went through in 2020, and then everything else that was going on like around that, and then just kind of still dealing with the same stuff that I was upset about when I was way younger. It was just a lot going on, and then I ended up getting poetry to be my outlet to actually get better. And then I also got very good friends and people close to me that actually kind of wanted to hear it. And even if they didn't, they were still sitting there and listening, which was really good. And I really appreciate those people for doing that. But it also taught me that I just need to give myself some time to think. I try my best to just ignore everything that I'm dealing with, and I try to just push it away. And it became something that was kind of like, this isn't going to continue to work if you continue to do that. You're going to be upset every single day. You're going to be crying every single day to yourself, or not crying and just being angry. And then once I'm angry, I want to throw something or punch something, as you do. And then that in turn leads to my hand hurting for a while, because I actually did that semi recently last year. I have been scolded ever since I did that. But anyway, I will say that really and truly the basis of this episode is just to reflect and understand that I just need to give myself some time. And especially that'll especially mesh into this podcast as well. I need to give myself time to actually get these episodes out and get people to help me out and get good people to come on here with me if it comes down to that. And well, I don't know how, like, if you guys really enjoyed getting that episode with Greg. I've really enjoyed that conversation, I will say. And especially when we got into the conversations about relationships and like from an older and younger perspective, I liked that very much. So yeah, I'll close out by saying that I really appreciate anyone who has been around me and listened to me ramble about things that I'm upset with. And I give you, like, I'm saying this mainly because, and I know like people that are going to listen to this that are my friends, they're gonna be like, hey man, it's all good, we friends, man, like this is just it's some regular stuff, like we here for you, this and third. But like, I appreciate it because y'all don't have to listen. I know I can be annoying, I know I can talk a lot, hence why I got this podcast. But I can talk a lot, and once I get to talking, I start going in circles, and then I start getting upset about certain things, and then it just ends up being a lot to think about. And I just appreciate anyone who actually is listening to me. The only people I don't appreciate is the people that I'll start talking and they just completely kind of hit me with the hurry up or the not right now or something like that. I don't know. But all in all, I really just came to talk about just the fact that I need to give myself some time. And I know that. And I will. I'm trying my best to get better. This is always the time where I'm kind of like slowing down and kind of upset with myself a lot about some things. But I realized that, and when it comes down to it, I just need to lock back in, and even while I'm locked in, just give myself some time to actually just get through it, keep a level head, and especially since these the end of days, the end of the semester is coming very quickly, and I need to get some stuff done, and I know that, and I will get it done as long as I give myself those 5 minutes. And to be honest with you guys, if you guys like it, I'll maybe make these little moments when I'm talking about this, just call it the 5-minute segment. It most likely won't be 5 minutes, but it'll just be specifically for the time where I'm talking about like mental health or stuff like that. I'm not sure, but I will definitely see if I can do that, and I will definitely figure out certain things I might want to talk about in that sense. And I have some outlets where I can probably talk to an actual or bring a person on here to talk about that type of stuff, which would be pretty good as well. I'll definitely come up with it. But I have taken up a little bit of y'all time, so you guys know where we're at. So once again, thank you so much, so much for listening to me ramble for a little bit of time. I really want to make sure all of you guys know that you supporting is very, very good. It's helping me a lot with a lot of different things, and I really appreciate it. I don't think, like, I know how this podcast is going to go. It's going to be very slow coming up, but I really appreciate anybody who is actually going to stop by every single time another episode comes out on Thursdays at 2:00. I hope y'all are always here to listen. This has been Vaughn Baptiste. Please rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. And until next time, I appreciate anybody who decided to listen. And yeah. Peace.